Alright, welcome back to Disco Elysium. What do I want to do? I have a skill point. I could research this apricot chewing gum. You have found a trace of entity who's been stalking you across the plains. The Gloom Stalker, the conglomeration, the shadowy organization behind your downfall, possibly connected to the dreaded X something. Granted, it is impossible to determine its true identity, but you can remember where you first smelled its treachery. Yes, use the Tutti Frutti gum wrapper. Reconstruct the day you first breathed in her untrustworthy atoms. Yes. Let's do it. In the meantime, what can I do without my trustworthy partner? It's behind the greenhouse in the yard, a basement door. I could try that. Or is that technically a main quest? How do I tell what's a main quest and what's a side quest? The Night Watchman's booth, the one with a happy couple. Ask Renee. I can't remember where Renee is. Hangman's tattoos. The so-called scab leader at the harbor gates won't count as one of those people informing you about the tattoos, but could be interesting. Wants to know what happened to Morrill. He set off southwest across the canal. Start by going there. I don't think I can go there yet, can I? Smoke some cigarettes. Visit apartment 28 sometime after 28 or 2100 to see if anybody's home. Nope. It's a pretty picture. Run the number, call Alice back in a day. No, I think I did that today. Didn't I do it today? I can try. Oh shit, he took his car. Okay. Guess not. Ask Kuno what he knows about... Where's the rest of the armor? I guess I could ask Kuno. I don't think it's going to go anywhere helpful. Also, who's that on the roof? He looks so bored. There are several footprints in the mud left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Sitting at a desk, Lieutenant Kitsuragi fiddles with a pen, then writes something on the paper in front of him. He shouldn't be doing that. He should be here discussing the footprints. Alright, let's talk to Kuno.
You missed it at show before. A gift came by, completely fucked a tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up. Fucked it good. It was porno.
By the way, kipped is a racial slur. Oh, I'm on my own. I don't have Kim around here. Total retards use language like that. Congratulations, Kuno. You just made yourself a retard. Stop choking, Kuno. The Fagari's got you in a chokehold. Kuno's not fucking choking. He grabs his throat like he's choking. Choked you out there. Serves you right for using reactionary shit. Like, fuck you did. He lets go of his throat. Kuno's gonna keep saying kipped forever now. Kipped, He only gets 2 kips out before he coughs. Shit. He stops. The fuck did you want anyway? You got your fuck bag down. Now let's talk normal shit. Yeah, let's have a normal conversation. Shoot that shit at Kuno, Pigonot. I want to discuss the body with you again. Where's the rest of his armor? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. How come? That fuck gimp had one thing majorly wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. A mutant? Do you remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. He drills his temples with his fingers in some strange, aggressive gesture. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away. What do you mean you threw it away? Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. He performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. You threw it in the sea? Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno, he repeats. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union man. Fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates. What do you mean troubadour? Yeah, cock and boots. You know that jolly union cow fucker. Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here, pretending like he likes cows, trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gates, ask him yourself. Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it. More on this later. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about your shack again. Never mind. Let's see if I can figure this kid out. Success. It's not Kuno, it's Kunoese. Act on it, try and separate them. Interesting, how? Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone. Act on it, try and separate them. Kuno, psst. Fuck you whispering about? He whispers back. He's whispering too. He's going with it, but watch what happens. Fuck you, whispering about. If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Oh, he turns back to you and hunkers down. Let's whisper, pig. This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this. What's up with her? She's terrifying, crazy, scary. Phew, am I glad she's out of our hair. She's fucked up. I'm gonna go with this one. Crazy, he whispers tensely. You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs. Stop talking to him, Kuno. I'm fucking warning you. You're gonna get us into shit. She understands what you're trying to do. Yo, see. He pops his head up. Did Kuno not tell you? Kuno told you. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. He hunches down again. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control. You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips. What do you mean she smoked someone? Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. C's a killer. He stares at you intently, like actually a killer. His little green eyes are fixated on yours. Really? Isn't she too small to overpower someone? Are you getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? He pokes you in the gut. Sweet talk him, then knife him. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. Come on, she hasn't killed police officers. I knew you pigs were too naive for this shit. Good thing Kuno's got her under control. Kuno keeps her calm. He feels eyes on the back of his head and stops. A cop would be too large for her to overpower, but a determined child of her size can still kill the vulnerable, the elderly, the homeless, or other children. The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There's something searching in her eyes. Kuno, do you think it's possible that she's killed other children? Kuno falls silent. He does not look at you when he replies. Kuno, that's That's what Kuno is starting to think, yeah. Think she has anything to do with the dead man? Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Where were you? Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it. He speaks the truth, my liege. You said she's insane? Yeah, she's psycho. He leans in even closer. None of that kitty psycho cat burning shit. She does the real deal. Whoa. Yeah, he watches it sink in. What's the real deal? Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know. What's that language she uses? Fuck knows, she says it's the song of her people or some shit. What people? Crazy people? The fucking Nyakis? I don't know. Some things are too awful to dwell on. The Nyakis and Runkaris might be some kind of defense mechanism. Is she your sister? Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in, like a mad dog or some shit. Stray? Yeah, she was just there. He points at the apartment building behind the fence. What was that, Kuno? The little one twists her neck, looking at the building. Kuno flinches, then lowers his voice even more. She was in the hallway, dripping wet by the fucking shoe rack in the dark. That hallway there with the janitors? Why was she... I don't think pointing's a good idea. Why was she dripping wet? Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor, too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out. You said she got in. How? I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under a pile of clothes, like a dog. What about your parents? Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit, doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. He points at himself. Shit's all on Kuno. How are you dealing with all this? How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control. He spits through the gap in his front teeth. She needs professional help. You can't do this alone. Listen. He points to his eyes, then yours. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with Kuno. You threaten her, you threaten to take her away. This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now. The boy looks you in the eye, black pupils trying to focus. I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand? I can respect that. Alright. He wipes the sweat off his brow. Now we can do business. Business? Yeah, what do you want? Kuno can hook you up with... He starts, no longer whispering. Don't hook him up with shit, Kuno. See, relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno. Turns back to you. You get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno's gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style, pig hooker. That's right. Kuno's a candy store for pigs now. Get ready to be rewarded, he concludes, spreading his hands like a baker, presenting a selection of freshly baked pastries. What was that about running you an errand and illegal narcotics, Kuno? Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. His eyes bulge. Their veins reach out like tree branches. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now Junkie's clawing at Kuno's door. Street's going mad. Kuno's gotta throw his dirty popo man at it. Okay. Dirty popo man is you. He nods at the building behind him. In there is Kuno's violent dad, on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half the speed. Who is your dad, Kuno? Kuno's dad is a fucking monster, he says proudly. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too. Are you sure you can take the most violent man in Revachol in your condition? How much material are we talking about? Like half, he says very confidently. Half of what? A baggie, but like in this vial. That's not very much material at all. Fuck you talking about? Half a G? This shit is giant, grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it. You can barely see it because there's barely any. I've made up my mind, Kuno, and this is what's gonna happen. Okay, Kuno's listening. I'm not a narc. Nor do I think I can take on the most violent man in Revachol. But I guess he's really not all that ramped up, so I can do it and see how it goes. Definitely don't need the speed. I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. Going after the most violent man in Revachol. Sure, whatever. If you survive, make sure to bring that shit back to Kuno. Kuno's almost out. You wouldn't like the Kuno when he's out. Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything. He aggressively points at his eyes. Go to room number 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. Then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckhead. That's it, he concludes. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit. Alright, I'm off. Cool. And the little guy gets smaller and smaller as you rise above the dollhouse world. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop on the corner, and finally, in a matchbox house. Sitting by the window, white flowers on the windowsill. You can smell them from up here. It's awful. A white morning, a modern death, divorce, or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him. Make him smaller. Make him less you. Plus 20% zoom out distance. Word. Oh my god. Yes. Game. Alright, I need to get back there. Alright. I think I can walk all the way back. This is nice. Who's that? A good one?
Yes, hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's a working class woman, why isn't she working? Shouldn't a working class woman be
Not
working?
all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
Good,
It
good.
is.
I'm a
I know
policeman.
you are.
Do you need the help of a
What
policeman? She tries hard to focus on the book stand. Just stand here and watch her browse books. No, I'll let you read. Just start being really weird. I think it's back here, right? Yep. This is the door I need to unlock. This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. Carefully knock. You knock silently. The upholstery muffles the sound. No response comes from the apartment. Press your ear against the door. The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp. Unlock the door. You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there? A white alligator? A fountain of quicksilver? I don't know, but you bet your ass I'm going in to check it out. Colonial Mug Collection. A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes and others. Tap on the mugs. A little ring, though cheerful, the image on the ceramic makes you vaguely uncomfortable. There's something disdainful in the way that the curves and lines of the bodies were drawn. The images portray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures. What do I mean, uncomfortable? The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much. So that's where that mug came from. Typical asshole. This person is unhappy. Whip out your yellow man mug and compare. Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines. The owner of this collection could be dumping his trash in the Whirling's container. An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often. Is this really the same person who puts the dead man's clothes in the trash? Who knows? Could be. But this clothes in the trash lead doesn't really seem like it's going anywhere. Still, good thing to keep in mind. You could ask Everett who this person is once you're done here. Move on from the mugs. The smell of disinfectant in the room smells like chemicals. Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. Okay. Steal his dress shirt. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on this flag. On the flag. This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty. What's with the sun? This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle. What's the sevenfold sun miracle? It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag. It is but one of the many strange optic atmospheric phenomena on this wondrous archipelago. You're sure you once saw sundogs in your youth and blue flares. Bow down before the flag. The flag accepts your honorable salute with quiet dignity. A book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks lies open. Take some magnesium. Small suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over? Or he's looking to leave. Alright, so not a whole lot of leads. Alright, let's go quick save and try to take on Kuno's dad. This will be interesting. But I have a pry bar, so... what number is which? Here we go. Knock lightly. No response. The apartment numbers have fallen off the door, leaving the panel with a sticky 1-shaped shadow and a marker drawn 2. You'll need to equip the chain cutters to enter. Snip right through the metal. Okay. Yeet. Failed. It should be easy, but it's just an awkward angle, okay? The door doesn't really open wide enough to really get the cutters through. You can't get the leverage you need, and the cutters are blunt. And the chain is just super strong, okay? It's not your fault you can't cut it. Come on, try it again. We won't be defeated so easily. We won't be defeated by a goddamn door. Snip. So much for that goddamn chain. The links fall to the ground on the other side of the door. You have bested the titanium menace. You can just go in now. Quick save. Phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw. Take the speed. You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Glossy erotica covers the wall, wrinkled from moisture. Damn, what a mess. Alright. A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed, a stained parka, some towels, and a duvet. Some socks even. In the dark, it looks like a nest. Slowly reach out your hand. Something underneath there is breathing. It's not too late. No one's gonna blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Just get out. I like to listen to Inland Empire. Fuck this, I'm out. I got the speed. Let's see what this dialogue says. The air stinks with something sour. Alright, just for curiosity's sake, let's see what happens, and then we can reload if I die. Your hand touches a greasy duvet, covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There's something alive underneath it. Pull the blanket off. You see a 60-year-old fat red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol, and God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from his mouth. You don't have to take him down. He's already down. Hey, talk to me. Are you even alive? A lump of flesh is sticking out from under the blanket. It seems to be twitching from time to time, like the paw of an animal who's having a bad dream. And look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock bearing the name Mac Store on the side, or on the sole. 3 toes are poking out of a hole. A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep. Figure out what he's trying to say. The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. Hand emerges from the blankets, trying to gesticulate something. Then it dawns upon you, clear and surreal. Pig, he says. He's trying to call you a pig. What did you just say? His hand falls back on the bed, limp and defeated. A loud snore escapes his mouth. Sorry for the phone. His hand falls back on the bed, limp and defeated. A loud snore escapes his mouth. He's asleep again. Hey, are you really Kuno's father? Light from the window is weak, but it seems like he is. He's wild, unwashed mane, bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. Can't believe it. Kuno's dad can't be a loser. It must be someone else. I was expecting something scarier. No response. A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake. Suddenly, the man starts growling. 3 words manage to escape his mouth, along with a strong stench of alcohol. Fucking kips. Do you need help? A pile of blankets grunts. It's hard to say if there's anything left you could do. I took your amphetamine, old man. Silence. Only heat emanates from the sleeping body. Alright. That was easy. Where did I come from? Can I talk to this girl alone? What's her deal?
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back. Logic error. She's not sleeping right now.
Pigs come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out?
No, why would you even say that? Why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all.
Trying to sneak up on me again?
God damn, you're defensive. Oh, this wall. There's just something about it. Why am I looking at this wall? Yeah, why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall. Don't really want to give Kuno speed. Ask the Jolly Mess about the armor. Let's do that. I think dissociation as an excuse for zooming out the camera is fucking brilliant. I love it.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
I think you may be able to help me decipher some tattoos. Don't think so, he grunts, barely glancing at it. Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea. It was on your kernel. Give him the photo. Wordless, he takes the photo and looks at it. Gray eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving. Hard as a stone, but beneath it, you see dead flesh in colorful rivers of polychrome, melting skin and hair. After a while, he cranes his head side to side and sighs. Fucking loincloths really did him in. Loincloths. Yeah. Can you tell me what the tattoo means? What it means, he points to one tiny star in the web of lines, away from the man's heart, almost on his stomach. I can tell you what this one means. Only one. He squints at it. It's so small. You want to hear what happens here? Or happened here? Yes. Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Benai Tau 41 monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission. He spent a month behind enemy lines scouting kipped villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers. He licks his lips as if drunk suddenly. With some strange emotion, this is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off. Let's do it. I'm gonna have to read it. Don't interrupt him. Our boy. He's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon, his voice gets strangely quiet, a long, long way from right to work. His gaze pierces the paper. At dawn, he comes up upon two kips, breeding in the bush by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe they were just making eyes at each other. I like to think they were breeding. We shot the boy. He was useless. But the girl, she was nice. A little fat, you know, but not too old. I don't want to know where this is going, but I'm gonna do it. Say nothing. She was quite the entertainment. For the week she lasted, expired in the hands of Sarge Mason, the kind of guy who'd make chief there. He nods towards the man on the gates, shit his pants and cry like a bitch. God, he suddenly bursts out laughing. Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits off her cold body and fucking ate them. Said primitive spirits were watching over him now. Jesus fuck. Suddenly, the laughter stops, drowned in a creek a week later. Spirits my ass. There's a word on the tip of your tongue. Colorless, odorless. It's evil. You bet it was. What is evil? It's just nature. This guy. He points at the picture. He used to say evil is when nature and spirit meets in the wrong place. You were there? No, I was in the domain, in Jamrock, being a bouncer. You're not really a scab leader, are you? Fucking mask is getting sweaty. I want to take my mask off, but he shrugs. Can I have it back? Go ahead. He turns toward the gate slowly and yells, Alright now, free commerce, keep the goods flowing. On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin is studded with stars, tens, hundreds of them littering his dead skin. Are you a mercenary hired by wild pines? Is there a tribunal being convened by any chance? Fucking bug, he breathes out slowly, his giant chest deflating and his mouth slightly open. How about you fuck off now, huh? Okay. The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. Slowly, he's trying to get his right-to-work dance back on. Alright, man. I think this guy I talked to about the armor.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
Hey, you're the man in boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about the armor. Heh, he smiles. The little boy did good on his promise. To get me in trouble, to sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words, not mine. I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe. You know, track it down, see who took it. Did you? At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know. So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere. The cop's in his pocket. He's the king of Jamrock. Served me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me in trouble. He smiles. One bad move is all it takes. So Kuno used us to, what, scare you? It's a minor nuisance. It's all good. He contemplates taking a swig from his flask. The probe into the armor. What did you learn? I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor. Alright, anything else? Not much. Technical stuff, mostly. That was the interesting part. What sort of technical stuff? I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. He explains with a wry smile. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off. How then? In parts, 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off, kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw, too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. 4 pieces of armor up for grabs then, but I already sent the boots away. Jolly man shrugs. I guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work for you, at least. Hold up. 4 pieces. Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings? Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore. If they ever did at all. Gives you a jolly shrug. Forget about them, I did. I'm going to find 1 piece of it. 1 is enough. Smart choice. The mustache man agrees. It's only that 1 spot you need armor, too. The one the bullet hits. Good luck if you go for those boots, though. You'd have an easier time wrestling the spurs off of Boyadero than getting them off him. Thank you for the cooperation, sir. No problem. He finally takes a swig from the flask. You see that kid. Thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way. He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now. That weasel I visited. Turns out he has one hell of a colonial mug collection. Yeah, he nods, rubbing his chin. The janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole. Yes, his mug collection certainly represented antiquated social values. Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the boss man said he's a real piece of work. He touches his beret. Thanks for helping out, friend. Talking to you. Alright, what else? Return and confront Kuno. You son of a bitch. How do I get up there? I want to talk to her. fuck
Fuck,
does
does
Kuno
Kuno
care?
care?
He doesn't care. I talked to Manana about the armor. So, he raises his eyebrows, projecting aggressive indifference. He told me you promised to sick the pigs on him. Yeah, so? He doesn't understand. Kuno did sick the pigs on him. Kuno's a man of his word. Kuno sent your fat ass running around like Jello. Look, pig, he's suddenly all business. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on. Good idea. I will remember this, Kuno. You got fucked, he repeats. You got fucked, pig. Fucked bad. Of course you're gonna remember this. Now get the fuck out of here, grief in the Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face. Yeah, real interesting. I took care of the drug situation. Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. He rubs his hands together. Here's how we do it. First, you give Kuno Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way, street way. Aren't you gonna ask how I got past your dad? Word on the street is you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker, distracted him. That's some sick shit. Tell your little slanty-eyed friend respect from the Kuno. Kuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo. He leans in, then we shoot the shit. By kilo you mean gram, right? Kuno knows what Kuno means. I'm keeping it. You don't need more drugs. You're 12. How do I quick save? I'm not ready to make this decision. Fuck you talking about? Alright. Quick save.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Yeah. I'm keeping it. You don't need more drugs. Alright. He taps the side of his head. Kuno knew you'd try that sneaky pick shit on him. Tell him, Kuno. Kuno's got brains. The shit doesn't surprise Kuno. He squints at you. So Kuno's gonna give you one more chance. Know this, pig. Shit is major. Major fucking choice, pig. Kuno won't take this shit lightly. The pieces are moving, pig. This is fucking domino shit. It's hard to see how not giving the boy a bag of amphetamine would cause some catastrophic cascade response. Tick, 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 tick. The boy flicks an imaginary domino piece with his index finger. Decision time. What's it gonna be? You gonna fuck the Kuno? I am almost certain he is gonna kill me. You gonna fuck the Kuno? Yes. It's mine, bitch. Alright. He throws his hands up in the air. You fucked the Kuno. Everybody, Kuno got fucked by his pocket pig. Just when we're getting our business on, the pig throws it all away. Told you he can't be trusted. I told you. Little rat repeats it 6 or 7 times. I told you he'd steal that shit. Relax, see, we got plenty of kilo. Kilo underground, in the tree. We ain't about that. He turns to you. This is about you and Kuno. You mismanaged this shit. Now everything is fucked between us. How you gonna make this up to the Kuno, huh? In truth, Kuno doesn't really believe there's anything you can do to make up for this. The damage is irreparable. I looked around in there. It's not the easy life you've got going on in that apartment. The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, we got plans. I met your dad. Yeah? How the fuck you still alive, pig? Kuno, your dad is a half-dead alcoholic. He was sleeping under some clothes. What? His eyes become large and round. His posture changes. The swaying rooster motion stops for a second. Then he gets it going again, reorienting himself. Fuck right, Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. He snaps back. Kuno told you. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit, that's nothing to Kuno's dad. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Points to himself. Kuno's fucking violent. Fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew. You have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window. Stop acting tough, kid. You don't have to be scared of him anymore. Kuno's not fucking trying to be tough. He pushes on bravely. This shit is real. Kuno's fucking violent dad's gonna be a vegetable. Kuno knows that shit. Stroke shit. Stomach's fucked up, and Kuno's gonna go out like that too. Gonna be just like Kuno's violent dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed. Go out West Revachol style. Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno. The whisper comes smaller than usual. There's a touch of grief in there. That is pretty sad. Actually, it's really sad. Fuck you talking sad. Kid breathes in and out like a boxer. Kuno's got hard shit. Punches the air. Death shit. Nothing shit. You don't have to turn into that. He punches the air again. Get your fucking ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. Another punch. Beep. You think because you took Kuno's speed, Kuno's gonna sob like a beep. Turn into... He pants from exhaustion. Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is. Kuno is that shit. Kuno won. You won, Kuno. The relief is palpable. The little hat jumps up and down behind the fence. He did not win. There's a crack in there now, and it's spreading across the face of his certainty. There were tons of unpaid utility bills there. Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit. Let me guess, Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about him. Yeah, that's right. He swells with pride. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound on people and drink. It's no place to live in. You have to find somewhere else. That's right. It's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground. Le Royaume shit. Ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb. Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno. The little one seems overjoyed at the prospect. I did right not to give you the drugs. Let's conclude this. That didn't change shit, pig. That only made things worse. Fucking social worker shit. It doesn't work, pig. It doesn't work, Kuno. Only our shit works. Alright, I'm off. Shit. Poor kid. Oh, Renee is that guy. The lost bull.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
Brutal.
Renee, it's the little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Oh, hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Can I have a bite of that sandwich? No, I don't want to talk to him at the moment. I want to talk to you, Renee.
We're still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking.
Renee, I found your guard booth. Yes, the Debradeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. He looks down, not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man, don't sleep for more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight, he adds with a slight sigh. He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason. You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard. Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday. Hold on, why are you on leave? It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation. You see, Officer Renee is the kind man who'd rather die than admit he needs medical assistance, or, God forbid, seek it. A real man's man. He's just gonna ride it out. I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. The outburst makes him clutch his chest. It's nothing. Just gotta cut back on coffee. So who was working your shift that night? No one. The booth has been unmanned since last month. He looks suddenly very old and tired. There's no other guard. It's just me. The container yard has been unguarded for a week. Yes, he nods before hesitantly continuing. It's not actually an issue. I mean, Look, officer, his partner jumps in. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, Renee. Mr. Clare had that booth built specifically for him. It's mostly decorative. Mostly decorative. The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals, he tries to argue. Everett created this job for Renee because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting terror reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words. Everett gets it. Big guys looking after the small and everyone working together. I love it. Renee is but one man. We need a program. Get all the elderly back into the job market. Keep folks motivated. Look, officer. He pauses like he doesn't actually know how to reply. Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now? I saw a picture in there. You were in it. You looked happy. Who's the girl? His features stiffen and he gets a cold look. She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM. The lady is Jean-Marie Bellieu. Gaston speaks with a soft voice, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody. Got it, thanks. What is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud? Fail. All you observe is the veteran refusing to let go of the past in his old uniform. This is not uncommon. Catches your glance and nods. This is the uniform of the Royal Carabiniers in service of Frisel the First, Guillaume Le Latin, and the valiant King Felipe and the Fifth before him. Don't you mean Frisel the Fun? You do not speak his name, Crave. Sorry. Although he was a clown, he adds, he turns back to you, but he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn. There's something you missed. You'll get to it, don't worry. Thank you for your time. Alright, I'm gonna stop there and take a break. Thanks for joining me on this little adventure. See you soon. Bye.